I would like to be the first to say that this year's Christmas party sucks balls. Sure does. It sucks Santa's big red and green Christmas balls. Oh, come on, guys. Just 'cause AJ's not here doesn't mean that we can't have a little festive fun. I know, let's exchange gifts. Great idea, except I don't have a gift to give Fundie because all the stores in town have gone out of business for some reason. You noticed that too, huh? What in the name of ding, dang, and damn it is going on around here? All I wanted to do was some last-minute Christmas shopping, but almost every single store in town is closed. It's Christmas. I have money, and I want to spend it on things. Stupid, festive, tacky things. Oh, and also buy your Christmas presents. Ding, dang, and damn it? Yeah, that's Santa's other reindeer, the B team. Ding, dang, damn it, tantrum, gin blossom, languid, Kilgore, and Tim. You made that up so you could say the word damn it. No, it's accepted Santa Claus lore. If I wanted to make up reindeer names so I could cuss, I would have said their names were shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. You stole that from George Carlin, and you're one reindeer short. Oh, right, Dick Pickle. Dick Pickle the reindeer. Those are Santa's F team. He uses them to deliver toys in junk countries where they only pretend to celebrate Christmas to get presents. That's a lot of narrative to make up just so that you can cuss, Fundie. But it works, Dick Pickle. Fundie's word contortions aside, what stores are closed down now? The comic book store, the used bookstore, the unfinished furniture outlet, the animal husbandry emporium, that one shop that just sold Pez dispensers, and that funky variety store. You know, the one that sells kitschy gewgaws from like the 60s and 70s? Bernie Shagpile! There was a retro shag area rug there that I wanted to get for me and Raoul to lay on in front of the fireplace on romantic evenings. Now what are we gonna roll around on? I mean, Chase Lee hold hands on. Well, that explains why so many people are coming into my shop this year. I keep telling them that I don't sell children's toys, but adult toys. But with all the stores closed down around town, they're desperate. There are some children in town that are going to grow up early Christmas morning. Your store is practically the only one still open. You and the Christian Religious Supply Store. Nope, Christ Almighty just closed too. What? I thought that by law all retailers have to be open 24/7 to service the public's need during this festival holiday time. I'm a public, and I have a need. Is the liquor store still open? Do you think they sell shag 60s era area rugs? No and no. They're closed, and the owners mysteriously vanished just like all the others. The Opinion-Ville City Council says that they didn't mysteriously vanish, but left town on personal business. Did they say it in a drone-like cult chorus of creepy horror? Yeah. It didn't seem weird at the time. Look, the economy is bad and Opinion-Ville is a small town. In bad economic times, small towns suffer the most. Besides, I kind of like the fact that with all the stores closed, it's not the typical holiday mosh pit it usually is the last week before Christmas. Well, I don't like it. Frantically shopping for presents while fighting off other desperate shoppers is a holiday tradition. It's not Christmas without discount-inspired avarice. Wasn't Christmas supposed to be about the birth of your Superman? Yes, of course, baby Jesus. That's important. But how can I revel in the glory of Christ's birth without a horde of presents? I can't. So I suffer, and by extension, the baby Jesus suffers. Why can't those selfish store owners think of the suffering of little baby Jesus? Well, you could always shop in Skanksburg. How? All of the roads out of Opinion-Ville have become inaccessible. If they aren't snowed under by this sudden freak snowstorm, then they've been destroyed in a series of increasingly suspicious accidents. How does a freeway catch on fire during a snowstorm anyway? I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation. Well, Route 11 is just gone. Like, gone. Like there was never a Route 11. Like there's just now an empty field where Route 11 was. I said there's gotta be a logical explanation. I don't know how a state route could disappear without a trace, but just because I can't explain it doesn't mean that it was the work of the digital arbiters of the internet. Who said anything about the digital arbiters of the internet? Yeah, for once I thought we were all in agreement that there are no digital arbiters, that they're all just one of AJ's paranoid conspiracies. I know, it's just, well, when weird things happen that you can't explain, sometimes you turn to dumb theories to explain them. I know that there's no such thing as the digital arbiters of the internet. But what with all the disappearances, the businesses closing, the city council acting like a cult from an H.P. Lovecraft short story, and now the thing with Route 11, I couldn't help but think that... That what? That AJ was right? Don't be nutty. Next you'll tell us that you believe that the Earth is filled with Twinkie filling like he does. Or that plants assassinated JFK. You're right. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all the weird, fucked up shit that's been happening lately. Well, while we wait for that explanation, we are trapped in town. Presentless. And alone. Alone? Where's Raoul? How can you roll around carnally on that retro rug you can't buy if Raoul isn't here? The rug would be a year-round thing. Anyways, he went back to see his family in Cantaloupe for the holidays. Well, you always have your grandma. Gimme Yum Yum took off too. She always goes back to the old country to celebrate Christmas. If it makes you feel any better, I'm Han Solo too. Sass had to suddenly leave on assignment for the Bureau. It doesn't make me feel any better. Say something that would make me feel better. I'm miserable without her. Ah, that's the stuff. Well... at least we have each other. This is the worst Christmas ever. Worse than the Christmas when the animal shelter exploded? Yes. It rained animal parts for an hour after the explosion. Still worse. The parts rained down onto an orphanage. I am sticking to my opinion. Merry Christmas, guys! AJ, I thought you forgot about the Christmas party. Of course not! I may not be able to be there in person, but at least I can be there in disembodied voice form. That's perfect. Your disembodied voice fits right into this horrible, horrible Christmas party. This just can't get any worse. Cheer up, guys. I have a Christmas present for you. I have concluded my research, and I now know who the digital arbiters of the internet are, and... what they probably want. I stand corrected. AJ, we're not really in the mood for your conspiracy theory. Unless you haven't noticed, things suck in Opinion-Ville right now. I know, and the Arbiters are behind it all! Just give me a few minutes and you'll understand everything! Oh man, he's gonna tell us. Who wants to kill themselves first? I'm a Christian, so somebody has to kill me and then themselves, otherwise I'm not getting into heaven. It's Christmas, guys. Let's just hear him out. Thanks, Gary. Yeah, thanks, Gary. Okay, I don't have a lot of time to go into all of it, so I'll just jump to the good stuff. Now, you all know that the internet became self-aware back in 2008. We do? Of course you do! All of those computers around the world interconnected and talking to each other created, by accident, the world's first artificial intelligence! The problem was that while the internet was self-aware, it lacked any kind of personality. It was intelligent, but it had no character. And since nobody knew it was self-aware, there was nobody telling the internet how it should behave. So it started looking for a model to base its nascent personality on, and after several years, it settled upon the only one that it thought was prevalent and preferred by humans. Porn. Worse. Comment sections. It compiled every comment ever left by anyone on every website on Earth, and then constructed a personality from it. The result? Were the digital arbiters of the internet. Hold on a minute, Sparky. Arbiters. Plural. How can a single self-aware internet produce more than one personality? Well, at first there was just one. Someone called the High Arbiter. But as the internet grew and diversified, more and more arbiters would come into existence. Now they number in the thousands!
Okay, so what you're trying to say is that the digital arbiters of the internet are basically electronic manifestations of internet comments?
Yes! They are the greatest threat this planet has ever faced, and I am including that time that McDonald's almost introduced an all-you-can-eat buffet on their menu! How? So your pretend monsters are made out of comments from the comment section. Big deal. Are you kidding? The trolling? The grandiose opinions presented as facts?
The abuse? The racism? Sexism? Rampant, unrepentant stupidity?
Arrogance, cruelty, sadism, all of the worst aspects of humanity. Imagine all of that personified into a monstrous form. But, and I can't believe that I'm the one bringing this up, not all comments are terrible. Some are nice. Have you seen the comments left on our videos? Those comments are awesome. According to my research, every once in a while an arbiter is created based on nice comments, but the others descend upon it and devour it! They prowl the internet as the self-proclaimed judges of, well, everything, and manipulate world events to suit their desires. But now they've learned how to leave the internet and take corporeal form. I believe that Opinion-Ville is the first step in some master plan to take over the world! Well, thanks for the Christmas present? Yeah, I was really hoping for a big box of crazy this year. You're welcome, and Merry Christmas!
Our operatives are in place, High Arbiter, and they await your command.
Excellent. And what of the one called Raoul J. Raoul?
We've changed the TSA records, and he is now on a no-flight list. He will be in Cantaloupe for a good long time.
And what of the FBI agent, Sassafras?
We have sent her on a wild goose chase, hunting down a gang of unlicensed Taylor Swift impersonators in the Florida Everglades.
And most important of all, Gammy Yum Yum.
She was last seen in the back seat of a Las Vegas-bound limousine packed to the sunroof with half-naked Cuban men.
Well done, Arbiters 1 and 2. Well done.
Many of the Legion would like to know when to expect the command to attack,
You know, a general time frame.
so they can make other plans. For example, Arbiter 253 has a birthday coming up, and he would like to know if he should postpone a party or if he can go ahead and put a reservation in someplace.
Our time to strike will begin the moment we have killed the one named AJ.
We will find him eventually, High Arbiter.
I have no doubt about that. So, time frame wise, it's kind of open-ended. Tell Arbiter 253 that he can put the reservation in, but not to pay for a full rental or whatever. Our attack could be at any time, really. It could be at any time at all.
Hello, my fellow Opinion Villagers. Today is Friday, December 19th, 2014, and it's Underdog Day. And that's all. Famous dead people celebrating their birthdays today are singer Edith Piaf. And that's all. And now on to the questions. First up, Blank Tester asks, intimate question for Meet Jason. Would you rather eat your wife or yourself? You must choose one. Who do you think you are, the king of cannibalism? I choose who I'm going to eat, and no one tells me that I have to choose either myself or my wife. But if I did have to choose, why couldn't I just chop off a part of both of us, grind it up, and make a kind of loose meat sandwich out of it? Oh, I'm really hungry. Jamie Ramone asks, intimate question for Puppet Jason. Psst, dude, what do you think the meaty one did with all the extra skin?
I don't know, but he's been showing off a new leather briefcase that has hair and a belly button.
Wes the Shaman asks, intimate question for the Internet Arbiters. How does someone join your ranks? Why do people keep asking about...
Entrance into the ranks of the digital arbiters of the internet is tightly controlled. However, if you are deemed worthy, you will have the honor of having all memories and aberrant personality traits purged and then be permanently sewn into your robes of office, ending with your mask of station secured to your skull with bolts.
What the fuck just happened? Me the Me's asked, intimate question for Trudeau. Has anyone ever told you you sound a little like a Skeksis, especially when you say, oh, hello there?
A Skeksis? No. I have been told that I sound a little like a grandma or a gay uncle, but never a Skeksis. That would be an improvement.
Science Will Prevail asks, intimate question for Fundie Monster. Can you please say my handle sarcastically? Do it! Question mark. Okay, whatever floats your boat. Your handle. Did that get you off, you weird YouTube pervert? And now it's time for No Reference, where I answer intimate questions with no reference to what the question was. Reasonable Rabbit. It's called the Order of Bug-Eyed Ravagers, and it's closed for now. Sorry. Plays on. I have enough food to last me through 3 nuclear wars, so your question is silly. And suspicious. Lou Pliskin. I am not a hoarder. I can't bring myself to throw things away because I'm lazy. The St. Clair family.
The Opinion-Ville City Council has been disbanded and control given to the digital arbiters of the internet until further notice. All hail the arbiters.
Firefly 4F4. I can my own food and bottle my own water. So there. Doomby Burr.
The digital arbiters of the internet only recognize pepperoni pizza as a valid pizza choice. All other pizza choices are invalid and forbidden. Prepare yourself for non-voluntary re-education.
Torva. Oh, sweetness. I don't take showers. I take long baths. Radical Bacon.
The digital arbiters of the internet have no idea what you're talking about. Prepare yourself for non-voluntary re-education.
Okay, that's it this time around. Remember, if you have an intimate question that you want to ask intimate questions, leave it down below in the comment section. Until next time, my hot Hanukkah Harrys, this has been Jason with a D.
It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a shout-out. See what I did, Name Frame?
Yes, very, clever?
Darn tootin'. Hey, Framey, you going home for Christmas?
Of course I am.
Where's that? Like, Aaron Brothers?
No, I teleport to the magic picture frame dimension.
Shut the front door.
Let's do the shout-outs. Glitch Box.
That was the original name for the Xbox. Boom. Old school video game joke this.
Termit.
Part termite, part hermit, all yucky.
Blessed and Cursed.
Well then I am happy and sad for you, I guess.
Brascofarian.
I looked at my little monster book of obscure religions and I did not find Brascofarianism. So I'm going to assume that you are the only practicing Brascofarian alive.
Spaceman Hiseki.
Wow. I sure hope you wanted to be a spaceman growing up, cause your parents really named you bad if you don't. I also hope that you are not a girl, cause that name could get really confusing.
Master Maz.
Master of what? Jedi magic? Kung Fu? Chess? Parking? Until I know what you're a master of, I'm not gonna call you master.
Politically Incorrect.
Ooh, look at you being all rebellious against grammar.
No suicide for me.
Me either.
Whenever my guidance counselor recommends suicide, I always say no. Are you telling me that there is an entire dimension where all the picture frames are alive like you?
Yes,
And are all of you magic?
correct again.
And you celebrate Christmas?
Yes, we celebrate the day that supposedly the portrait of Christ was born.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. What?
Oh, Trudeau here with even more suggestions for what you could have done instead of watching YouTube. Leonard Euler 1 says, instead of watching puppets on the internet, I could have launched my devastating assault against the arbiters of the internet. Then again, it's only a 20-minute video, and I'm fairly certain that the arbiters don't see me come. Who are? No. No!
Excuse me, I was mistaken. There are no arbiters.
Huh, that was weird. Seems like there's a lot of that stuff going on in Opinion-Ville. Yesterday, my TV show was interrupted by a message from the digital arbiters. And I was watching Netflix. A Faderist Bull says, instead of watching this, I could have picked lint out of my belly button and shared it with the robins in the backyard waiting to build a nest. While I applaud your compassion to our feathered friends, I must ask, how big is your belly button? A robin's nest is sizable. I would suggest that if your belly button is large enough to house a bird's nest worth of lint, then you should just lay on your back in the backyard and offer your navel to the birds to nest in. Sephi Roth says, instead of watching a bunch of puppets and a movie nerd sassing each other, I could have watched Steve Shives, Stuffy, and the gang. Have you seen those guys? They're hilarious! But those guys are full of, if not more sass than we are here in Opinion-Ville. And I know for a fact that Steve Shives is also a movie nerd. So, apples and oranges, Sephi Roth. Apples and oranges. That's my complete response. I know it has to be longer so that people have time to click the buttons, but I am all finished. You can stare at me all you want, I have nothing more to add. I'm all out of jokey jokes. Oh wait. Oh, I know a really good jokey joke. There was this